anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips. 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining me. It's not easy at all. It's not easy at all, but we got to do what we need to do. We got to do what we must do. So this morning, once again, may I welcome all of you to the Road Show with Reverend Dr. Counselor George. Please, it is nice. It is sweet. It makes a lot of sense if you can share these with a friend wherever you are. I want you to know that I am here. Benis, from YouTube. Benis, did you say no sound? Check again. Do you have sound now, Benis? Benis, check if you have sound, please. I'm waiting for you, Benis. Benis, do you have sound? Benis, do you have sound now? Check it for me. It's like church. After praying for you and you get hit, you say, check it again. Check again. Check again. Check again. Gifty, thank you. Can you hear me? We are ready to continue our program. And you know how we do it. You know how it feels to do it the way we know how to do it. It is a road show with counselor, Reverend Dr. Lutrot. I mean, it makes a lot of sense when we are doing what is right and hoping to achieve the right results. Do you understand me? Yeah. It's not easy being alone. Ever since my driver left me, I mean, she also had to go and enjoy herself small. So it's an enjoyment galore for her. And I am managing myself and hoping that we'll do justice to most of the things you're doing. So I welcome you this morning. If the sound is there, Venice, I'm waiting for you so I can start. I don't want you to miss my motivation for this morning. This is proudly brought to you by Makpe Ginger Honey Chips. Share the page and invite a friend. Makpe Ginger Honey Chips. Makpe Ginger Honey Chips. 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. I am live and I'll talk to you right after the show. Thank you so much. All right, so I think if I don't go, the calls are many today, and I have to deal with these ones now. So a lot of people have delayed us for our show. So Makpe Ginger Chips can be supplied in America for now on 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. Makpe Ginger Honey Chips, and this is in America, the United States of America. You can get some in North Carolina, Georgia, Atlanta. You can also get some in New Jersey, and you can get some in New York. There's a lot in New York too as well. All you need to do is to call 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. You have your Makpe Ginger Honey Chips. 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 So Makpe is a bottle in Ghana. Is also gotten on 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. And you can get Makpe Ginger Honey Chips in Ghana. If you are doing parties, you are doing weddings, we have different samples for you that you can get. It's very nice. Keep it on your table. Watch it. It's like this on the table of everybody. Funerals, parties, weddings, divorce parties, birthday parties, happiness parties. Thank you very much for ordering some for yourself. In UK, it is there. I'm a mental. I hope my sound is okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for yesterday. We had a good show yesterday, and for the first time, 88K viewers came up in less than 2 hours, and the comments are positive. We are learning with Reverend Dr. Counselor George Luttrell. Ladies and gentlemen, today my topic is, as a wife, can you destroy your own marriage? It's a question. As a wife, is it possible you can destroy your own marriage? As a wife, know that you are the first that can destroy your own marriage. So my discussion today is a question and an answer. We started yesterday and it was lovely. We learned a lot. I got to just 3 of the items that will make you know that you are destroying your own marriage. Women were created for marriage, and there are basic requirements that every woman must know as you become a wife. Remember all the tidbits, but for now, to the motivation of the day. Bang, 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 bang. Can we take a there? Can we take a there? Be very careful. And I told you that I promised myself that every morning before I start my show, until Medical and Shatawale do the needful. I will not stop reminding them. These are my boys. These are my boys. And because they are my boys, I need to bring them up to speed. What is right? Remember the statement. It says, what is right is right. Even if nobody is doing it. What is wrong is wrong. Even if everybody is practicing it. Medical, I've told you and I want to repeat. Call your family members. Shatawale, the whole team members, not the militants, the management, Sammy Flex, and the rest of you. Find yourself nowhere but in the office of the Despite Group. Go and see Father Dixon and apologize for the insult you rendered on Dr. Sekwabi Despite. I would not stop reminding you. I have a reason why I'm telling you, oh, Medical Shatawale. I have a reason why I am telling you, oh, I know what you don't know. I see what you don't see, oh. Shatawale Medical. The insult you rendered on Dr. Osekwami Despite and Father Dixon. I am reminding you, Medical. Fella, tell your husband to go apologize. Fella. And I bet person want to tell people it is clear. Fella, tell your husband to go and apologize. What he did on the line, stop me, Sati Meji, and allow her to do her work. Who are you? That is not the right thing to be done. You have to apologize. And I say, don't sit on social media and apologize to them. Go to Father Dixon. You will see the answers. You will see the positive results. Go and say, I am sorry. I was overtaken by my foolishness and my excitement. The euphoria of feeling the indigo went into my head, and the depression and the discomfort I am going to when they mention the issues about my marriage that is hitting the rock. Father, please forgive me and lead me to Dr. Sekwami Despite to apologize. It is difficult for someone like you to go and see Despite. You can't see him. But when the message goes and your apology is accepted, and you come back in the public and say, I have officially apologized, and even write a letter, it will go into the archives of your life, spiritually, physically. And I'm telling you, Medical, you will go places. Shatawale, born on you are to it. Yaka no more fight. Demon in your Jenny Akbani. Minon Kenya. E wani you all. Bomi to it. Noni na onako. Noni nu onuku. Shata osolio. She noni na onako. Noni nu onuku. Shat tax here. Nutumonu or chuo. Shikani or yo. It cannot be compared to what Dr. Sekwami Despite have made and he's making. I want you to be 70 years still rich. I want you to be 90 years still commanding the militants. Wale, AMG Medical, the biggest issue on the ground. But apologizing to Dr. Sekwami Despite and Father Dixon. I am reminding you, know what is good for you, young boy. Take this initiative and go and apologize. Welcome. This reminder is probably brought to you by Makbe Ginger Honey Chips. Makbe Ginger Honey Chips. 0277 609 644. And this is Ghana. So if you want the Makbe Ginger Honey Chips and you are not in Ghana, but you find yourself in America, this is it. It's in a pouch like this. Wonderful pouch. 862-215-2007. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleading with you. Share the page and invite a friend before the class will start. I'm a bent to my love. Not only Dr. Osekwami. Not only Dr. Osekwami. The medical should also go beg Sister Debbie for disgracing. No, forget about Debbie. Forget about the rest. Listen, Amabentel, you are right, but forget. I'm talking about those that can destroy medical. These people, they have nothing to offer. Oh, I said, yeah, can't you be to us? Akulani dachi wo that the kwame does said despite in same mosu soon. Yeah, can you say some akulano? Dia wo kan me gitum, but ni person or born who more than no ko pa the chow, not ji aduma che de ne papa we. Any na tafo. She. Na where do you wine? Oh. Yeah, can't say more ben so one man who come akola di so yeah, can't say pa the chow. Men call. But that's all I'm what is the motivation for today? Yesterday it was bias, it was masculine motivation. Every man listening to me, learn to brag. Boasting is different from bragging. Boasting is different from bragging. So some of you yesterday you were boasting. Stop. I say brag. Every man created in the image of God should learn how to brag. And you brag with what you have, what you wish to have, and what you don't have. That was my motivation. And I want to remind you as a man, this is Counselor Johnny Lutrot, Onapo International, driving the best Volvo in town. This is just 11, called the 11th edition. My Volvo is not common in town. So when it's 40, I don't have anybody something to remove to repair my own. Yeah, a customized Volvo like this. Thank you very much. Brag with what you have. I wear the most expensive sunglasses. And my heart is, my heart is directly from the United States of America. I went to America and I went to be 31 pieces of hats like this. Oh my God. Thank you very much wherever you are. What is the motivation for today? This is your motivation. Take it. The life we are living, there is nothing that can block you from surviving and becoming what you want to be. If only you are determined like a seed. May I encourage every woman listening to me, do your best in this world, never to insult a man or a male. May I encourage every woman, have a fight with all the women, never have a fight with the male gender. If you don't learn how to secure the ability to move without tampering with seeds, life will be sweet for you. The seed of the world are men. The pillars of the world are men. That is why even when a woman put to birth and you bring forth a male child, you are celebrated extraordinary. It doesn't mean women are not human beings. It doesn't mean women are not human beings. Oh. It doesn't mean women don't matter. Oh. But the seed of the world are men. And if you learn to appreciate the seed of the world, I am telling you, life will teach you the best gift that you can ever have. Have all the fight with them people around you, except the male speeches. Never insult a man. Never fight a man. If you fight a man, you fight the seed. No matter what you do, for now in Ghana, life expectancy in Ghana has just been made clear that in the midst of our expectancy for life, one of the things that we have learned in expectancy for life right now is that women at 63 will die. Men at 61. That is the life expectancy in Ghana. And I know distraction. Sorry, pregnant woman. I know for sure that life expectancy has just come up. Majority of us are going to become widows 2 years later after the death of our husbands. Because in Ghana, men die as early as 61. Women die as early as 63. But I know for sure that if you are able to preserve a seed, it will break out regardless of the grounds. A man would definitely make it if he is pushed, if he is struggling and somebody is putting him in the right hole. Hear me. Don't make your hole a dead hole. Because no matter what you do, a seed that has life will spring back again. The story is told in the Bible that the sower went to sow, and in the ability of the sower sowing, an incident that occurred was a very simple one. What was the incident? The incident was that the man gave seed round. He brought the seed and he spread the seed around. The Bible says in the book of Matthew, chapter number 13, that in the sowing of the seed that the man brought, one of the things that happened to the man was that the sower went to sow, and in his ability to sow, one of the things that happened to him was that some of the seed fell on rocks, some of the seed fell in different places, some of the seed found itself in places that cannot naturally grow and have a bumper harvest. The man did not waste his energy to go and look for the seeds that he believes has fallen on wrong grounds. The man didn't waste his energy to go and fight the seeds that had fallen on wrong places. The man does not waste his energy on seeds that has fallen on bad grounds. The man did not waste his energy on seeds that didn't look good. But at the end thereof, at the end of the day, every seed that the man dropped, every seed that the man took, every seed that the man gave out, my Bible says it yielded fruit. Each of the seed that fell yielded fruit. Regardless of the place, there was a fruit. None of the seed sprang up. None of the seed refused springing up. Each of them came out. Each of the seed came out. It never remained down there. Hear me, you are alive. Hear me, there is life in you. Whatever business you are doing, no matter what happened, I came to tell you, you will break out of the hard grounds. Don't die as a seed. Break out, break out, break out, break out. Today you are selling just 3 bottles. Today you are selling just 1 sachet. Today you are selling just 1 bottle a day. But I came to provoke you. If you consistently make sure that the seed is alive, keep breaking out. Keep breaking out. Keep breaking out. Keep breaking out. You fell at the wrong place. You were born by the wrong mother. You were born by the wrong father. You were born in the wrong country. You were born in the wrong place. You are in the wrong profession. You are in the wrong gender. You are in the wrong posture. But I came to tell you, you are coming out. If only you know the value of your seed, where the seed is today will not be your problem because you are breaking out. Our mistake in life is that because most of the times we are thinking that it is not working. It is not working. It is not working. I remember some years ago when we planted corn in my house, far back in Nadina Race Junction, our house in Ottawa. We're doing farming. And we came with the boys. See any sign? Other guys had their seed coming, the corn just came out of the soil. Our own was not going out. So we went with my friend Soa, and I went to dig it. We dug it with a knife, a cutlass, to see. Only to find out that in our ability to dig, we cut off the root and we saw the green, fresh one coming out. Hear me. Don't rush to uproot what you have planted. Don't rush to uproot what you have planted. Don't destroy your marriage with your own hands. Don't destroy this relationship with your hands. Watch it. This man is evil. This man is not right. This thing you think you are doing is bad, but this is the end to your means. If it is not this man you are insulting today, if it is not this man you are cursing today, you will not finish your education. You have nowhere to put your head on it. If it is not this man you are insulting today, you have never been a married and a divorcee. I came to tell somebody the seed you have planted will definitely break out. Wait. Wait. He says a sower went to sow, but at night someone else came to sow bad seeds. And they asked the master, shall we go and uproot the bad seeds? He says, allow the good seeds and the bad seeds to germinate. I am one of the bad seeds when I am sown, but when I began to break out, everybody is seeing the value. Everybody is placing some value on what I planted. I am a living testimony of a seed that never fell in good soil. I am a living testimony of a seed that never fell in the good ground. But today, I am out of the rock. But today, I am out of the thorns. But today, I am standing somewhere that even you, as rich, important as you are watching my video. Hear me. Patience is important. What is my motivation? Whatever you have planted, even if it's a mistake where you planted it, watch it. It will stand the test of time. The tongues of the world will choke it. The rock will block it, but it will come out. Whatever you are going through, be careful never to use your own mouth to destroy your seeds. And like I said, fight everybody. Never fight a male over you. Yes, this man you think has not treated you well. Yes, you think your mother has not treated you well. He didn't show you who your father was. Yes, you think that this man could have helped you more than he's doing. Allow the seed in the rock to break out. You'll be a byword. You become the stone that the builders rejected. But today, you are a cornerstone. My motivation for you is that wherever your seed has fallen, don't uproot it. Allow it to break through the rocks. Allow it to break through the thorns. It will germinate, and you have a story to tell. I don't know who I spoke to this morning, but this is my motivation for you. It is well. You will make it. It is well. You will make it. It is well. You will make it. This is proudly brought to you by MSP 30, Makwe Ginger Honey Chips, right from the storeroom of Council Nutrient. And now to the topic of the day. As a wife, can you destroy your own marriage? Yes or no? Can I read your messages right now? Where is my app now? Is it true that you can destroy your own marriage and relationship? Some of you have nice relationship that they're not even marriage, but your attitude and your behavior is destroying it. Please share the page and let's go, because I am going to share. You have to share because this class needs a lot of students to come and learn. This class needs a lot of students to come and learn. There are too many students that must learn. So yesterday we started a lecture and I said it and I made it clear to all of you. And what I said was that one of the things that causes a woman to break the marriage, one of the things that destroys marriages is when a wife loses the ability of being a wife and becomes a woman. I said it. So the first thing that destroys marriage is when a wife loses her position as a wife and becomes a woman. And you are asking, how does one become a woman? Because yes, and I made it clear to you that it is a woman that gets married and becomes a wife. But immediately you become a wife, then you have to move, act, think, work like a wife. Now hear this. You cannot in any capacity in this world practice marriage until you are married. Did you hear that one? You cannot practice marriage until you are married. You cannot. Where is Abna Sugar? Oh, Abna is here. Take it. Take a kiss. You know, I love Abna just like Clarice. No, Kodoku. That's my sweetheart. She's in Atlanta, Georgia. I love the girl so much. She's been with me from 2013 till today. God bless you. And it's her birthday. This month of May is dedicated to her birthday. No, happy birthday to you. Congratulations. I just did some few investigation and realized that she's not just a fan. She happens to be a family member from my mother's side. And the day I'll bring the news to her, she'll put her hands on her head and we'll cry together. Life is round, so be careful. Well, that's just by the way. Thank you very much. Clarice, happy belated birthday to you. God bless you wherever you are with your family as well in Atlanta, Georgia. Share the page and share it and let's go. I'm gonna call them no TikTok, so we are learning today. So yesterday I made it clear to you that you can also join, and I'll send the link very soon. You can tap on the link, and once you tap on the link, you are good to go. You can come straight and also come and share your views and your opinions. But start writing with your fingers. Write your questions. My question is, can you destroy your own marriage as a wife? Yes. And yesterday I started. I said the first thing is to lose your position as a wife and act as a woman. When you act as a woman in marriage, you will lose your position as a wife. How do we lose our position as a wife and acting as a woman? Somebody says, this is not possible. Once a wife, always a wife. 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 Is that right? No. You can easily become something else and you don't know you have become something else. So as a wife, you can easily lose your position and become a woman. And I started yesterday by telling you some of the things that causes a woman to lose her position as a wife and become a woman. And the first thing I said is that when you become a woman, there are things that you do. And I said, like I was just saying, you cannot practice marriage until you are married. You cannot practice marriage until you are married. Is somebody here with me? I say you cannot do what? You cannot practice marriage until you are married. So most of us, the life we are living has become a very good life. But in this life that we are living and has become a good life, one of the things we have all lost is learning how. And the word is learning how to, as it were, be a wife in the marriage line. So we have lost our marriages. And you see, when I say you lose your marriage, some of you are waiting for an official divorce. No. Forget it. No. Forget it. Nako. Yes, Clarice is called Nako. No, Nako. It's Nako. Yeah, thank you very much for the correction. It's Nako. Nako. It's not Noko. It's Nako. Yes, okay. But we keep saying it. Thank you very much, Clarice. She's called Clarice. That's the sweetest name. It is not, I have not heard the name before. So yeah, go. Thank you for correction. Okay, so I continue my conversation. That this morning, whatever I want you to do for me is to share the page. Share the page. Copy the link. Go to all the portals. Go to all the places you have been going to. And when you go there, tell them the counselor see you from mom. Upe. Yan share now. I love that particular boy's statement. So I am sharing on group. So I said that the first thing that you fight for and you look forward to waiting for is when you find yourself in marriage, you can lose your marriage status and become a woman, but still in the house of your husband. I said it yesterday. And I also said that most of you, you've gone through life and you think that one of the best ways that it shows that you are married is when you are practicing or doing things as a wife. And most of the things you think that you do, that it makes you to be a wife. Let me correct you. Washing, cooking, cleaning, mopping, having sex doesn't make you a wife. Hello. So the fact that you can wash, the fact that you can cook, the fact that you can serve, The fact that you can give the best sexual acrobatic positions doesn't make you a wife. So most of you are just there. Then you naka ebeye. Then naka. Adie bia oyire yema kunu bia me yama. Mami wunye kunya yire. And I wunni kunu. That is why you don't have a mother-in-law. That is why you don't have in-laws. Because you are only able to make in-laws when you make it possible to become a wife. So there are things you do that changes your status as a wife, but still in the marriage. And I labeled most of them yesterday for you. That one of the things you have to learn is that when you become a wife, your sleeping pattern changes. What is the pattern? With the pa 9 hours. With the pa 8 hours. With me dama wanga se ufili. Immediately you become a wife, your processing of sleeping for long or sleeping full hours is gone. You cannot sleep with or without a child. You can't. You can't. You can't. So most of you, majority of you, you are complaining. You are making noise. And I mean, that's me. And I then grab a rubber grab me wash me. And I don't see me in the 9 hours. It's because me in the 9 hours, it's me beeping was through. How are the bonnie men are sorry if you are the power? Hey, you are destroying your marriage. 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 And the reason why you don't know you are destroying marriage is because you think that the divorce have not occurred. You have to learn to rearrange your sleeping pattern. You have to learn to adjust to 1 hour sound sleep. You have to adjust to sleeping not too long. So I said, adjust your sleeping pattern. Adjust your sleeping pattern. Adjust your sleeping pattern. I'm sharing the page, that's why I'm quiet. Adjust your sleeping pattern. Adjust it. Adjust it. Now, number 2, I also told you that one of the things you need to learn is not just adjusting your sleeping pattern. Also learn to adjust your sleeping position. So 1 is the sleeping pattern, 2 is the position. And that is why I said yesterday that once you find yourself in marriage, one of the things you have to learn to do is that you don't sleep. You don't sleep. Hear this. You don't have to sleep. 1, if your husband is not home. It's part of the adjustment. You can doze, but you can't sleep if your husband has not come home. And then I came to the position. Never allow yourself to sleep in front of your husband. Don't sleep in front of your husband on the bed. And that is where I share with you that the biggest regret in my marriage is to marry and have a big bed. I think it's a queen size bed. Never. That is my regret. It's my personal regret. Because, and I share with you the way my wife can sleep. And if you don't take care, you will interpret a posture of sleeping as something else. And as a result of the posture, you might make a lot of mistakes. Because there are times you come and my wife is sleeping at the right hand corner of the bed. And there are times you come, she's sleeping at the middle of the bed. And there are times you come and she's where she's sleeping there. Yeah. I don't know whether I'm invited. Because I went to a lecture some years ago. And then what happened was that they said, if you want to understand your wife, whether she's ready to make love or not, see the way she cuddles when you go to the room and she's lying down. And the one lecturer said, if your wife is ready for you, One of the things that she does is that she will put a pillow in between her legs. Don't make a mistake. Kalu. They have put pillow in their legs and you think they are waiting for you. Hey, they are using pillow instead of you. Don't go and try. So there are times I get home and they say there's a way your wife will be sleeping. She's looking at heaven. And while she's looking at heaven, she's giving an invitation for missionary. Hear me, hear me, hear me. If you follow the sleeping pattern and follow some lectures, there will always be fight in your house. So I'm saying your sleeping pattern is very, very important. It can interpret or misinterpret, but never sleep in front of your husband. Always sleep behind your husband. And I gave you a tidbit as a sex therapist. If you are a man and you want to do side pushing, never lie on your right hand to have a side push in bed. Always make sure that your longer traction should be on your left hand side where your heart is. So I gave you an example in town. Most of the men that have mouth stroke, not as a result of sexual intercourse, is always on their right. Because when your wife refuses to give you the right posture, you will do the wrong thing at the right time. So never sleep in front of your husband. Sleep behind your husband. Thank you, Akosi Apia. How do you manage if your spouse snore? I'm going to answer that one for you. Hey! To sleep with a snoring spouse. Your name is Shefo. Shiri me. Hey! Oh, one grumpa. Sister. Oh, sister. Dear, if your spouse snores, and it's so irritating, especially when you have a snoring spouse, that you are even touching her for love making, and she's in the 7th gear, I will tell you the therapy, how to assist, because majority of those who are snoring, they don't even know they are snoring. Yeah. Snoring spouse doesn't really know they are snoring when they are sleeping. They don't know. They don't know. So there are times that when you tell them, they say, oh, is it for real? Me, I snore. When I lie down in a certain posture, or when I'm not lying down to sleep, and I'm sitting in a chair, I can snore. I don't know the sound until I am told. So I will teach you how to do it. Stay till we close so that we don't get distracted. So don't sleep in front of your husband. The other part I told you is that never go into competition with your husband when it comes to sleeping. Always wake up before your husband. Wake up before your husband. Wake up before your husband. As a wife, if you don't want to become a woman, wake up before your husband wakes up. Don't compete with your husband in bed. Don't compete with your husband in bed. Don't compete with your husband in bed. Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better. Yeah, you nipa. Anya unkwani nipa. Yeah, you bread. What I mean, Sumeda. You know, I say, Nambing. Bearman webbing. Obanson webbing. Miss Subedikum. It's Yenna. Yeah, better. Yeah, better with you. And young Kwanaka all night. Yeah, you call all night. And to what that meda. What that meda. What that meda. Hear my word as a wife. Never compete with your husband in sleeping. As a wife, when your wife is sleeping and you are sleeping, when your husband is sleeping, you are sleeping with your husband. Unless otherwise, the two of you have a nocturnal activity going on. Nyembobi. Can Nyembobi a solo? Can Nyembobi a solo? Can Nyembobi a solo? She can be a ball. The hour so you and what? If you get to the get out of it. It doesn't help. And it will not help. It doesn't help. So don't sleep with your husband like you are competing with him. Wake up first and sleep behind your husband. And anytime you are waking up from your husband's behind, make sure that you touch him in a way so he knows that you are off the bed. Never Nicodemously move out of bed If you Nicodemously move out of bed, you will get trouble for yourself. Let your husband know that you are moving out of bed. And when you do it that way, you become a wife. Now, the next thing is that I also spoke to you. Yes, still around the bed. Never leave your house without alerting your husband you are leaving. And ask my husband, when he sleeps, you don't wake him up, he will come and complain. No, 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 no. One of the rights of a wife is to wake a husband up. One of the rights of a wife is to wake a husband up when he's sleeping and you are going to work. So you live in Tema, you are coming to work in Accra, and you have to wake up and your husband is still sleeping. As a wife, it is your right to wake him up, touch him. Honey, I want to ask, or I want to tell you that I'm taking the lead. Have a nice day. God bless you. If you can't even say I love you, leave and go. If you can't say I love you, leave and go. But if you know how to say I love you, I love you. Some of you, you know that you can't say I love you because when you're saying that I love you, it's strange. You yourself, you can remember that after the end of the phone call, the I love you said was not really I love you. You are going to say, are you there? And your mouth slipped and you said, I love you. You finished the phone call and you said, bye, love you. I only learned that saying love you is different from saying I love you. I learned it from one of the sweethearts of mine. She said, when you say love you is not a romantic expression. I love you is romantic. So love you is a common noun for common people. So the I love you is hanging. So let the story be said clearly. Let the process be made fine. Let it be clear. Let it be clear. Let it be clear. Let it be clear. So don't leave your house. Don't leave your house whilst your husband is sleeping. Wake him up. Wake him up. Wake him up. Wake your husband up. Nyane no. And I make no do nyane no nyane no. Wake him up. Politely. Touch him. There's a style to wake him up. If I say, tell you the way my wife wakes me up, I hardly sleep. So my wife there, oh, may God bless you. I don't sleep. So when my wife sees that I'm sleeping, she's excited. Can you imagine? And my wife has some group of friends. If they call and say, now, hey, can you imagine? So there's a style to wake you up. And that style of waking up, usually you have to learn it. It's a tactful way of touching. Touch as if you are not touching. Don't touch their male organ. Don't touch Jaisadian. Don't touch the male organ of your husband. And I mean no. Men fa dream boni bi anyo na nyane na me nyano. Me nyano. Me nyano. Ye nyane wa men fa dream boni nso aso. Nyane na me nyano. Eti me nyano. No. Use a tactful medium of touching your spouse to wake your husband up. Remember at the back of your ears, as a wife, you don't take care of a husband, you serve him. So even in the sleeping mode, if you want to wake him up, do it in a position that gives recognition to a master and a servant relationship. Are you here with me? Because MRS, Mrs. means Master's Registered Slave. So when you have opportunity as a slave to wake your master up, it is not the time for you to go and use anger. Hey, me cop, you so that there. Then I know if you what does a bit about. I'm gonna tell they wake you up, and before you wake up, you're angry. I'm saying that don't wake your husband up and make him angry when you wake him up. No, don't do that. Men nyani ukru no anyani any abufuo do they want shot atwele ba yo by because some of you don't know how to wake a man up. Not just a man. You don't know how to wake a husband up. You are waking the man up to let him know that you are going to work. Who tell me? Nyane no. Na mani who say awu ko adwuma. Nyane no. Na wo nyane na nyansa kwan so ade nyane ne nkomo na medi. Nyane no wanyansa mo. Nyane no wanyansam. Me say nyane kunu wanyansam. The phone is hot. Nyane ukunu e wanyansam. Men nyane ne keke because kana see sister ubedi asotro na sa asotro no wo de bra me kura bi nim de be yo. So don't leave the house without waking your husband up. May I apologize that the internet is going off because the thing is heating up. I'm gonna share the page for a friend to come and join us now and get ready to get into the right place. Yes, the internet will act up. That we'll get there. So wake your husband up. Don't leave the house without telling your husband you are leaving. Don't leave with for your patience. Thank you. Come back. We've dropped, and the class is back. Thank you for joining the School of Relationship and Marriage. The School of Relationship and Marriage is proudly brought to you by Makwe Ginger Honey Chips. Basically from Monday throughout to Monday. But internet is really disturbing. It's empty and everywhere you go. I am nowhere. I'm just within the building. Thank you very much for coming. Is the sound back, please? Thank you. Thank you. Counselor, we have lost the sound again. Is it back? Nikki, is it back? MFA, thank you. My producer says, MFA, is the sound back? Okay. So the continuation of the conversation. As a wife, can you destroy your own marriage? So I'm saying that one of the things that, thank you very much. Yes, thank you. So I'm saying that one of the things that you can do is don't leave your house as a wife without alerting them. Where they say when he sleeps, they don't wake him up. Me, when I sleep, they don't wake me up. But it is an offense for my wife to leave the house to work without alerting me. Let me share this with all of you. So one time, my wife, it's easy for you to be influenced. Keep this one in your head. Third-party influence has a lot of impact on marriages and destroys people who are nice in marriage, but they don't know they have been destroyed. So my wife knows the protocol, but with association of other people, she felt that some things were not right. What she was doing was not the right thing. So at a point in time, she was getting associated with the new lectures that were coming and with the new group and breed of friends who are acting as if they know more than their husband. My wife is very obedient. But you see, it comes to a time where friends are pushing an agenda and you are not. And they begin to tell you, why you say talk. And you know that kind of mentality. So one time, my wife left before I do. And unfortunately for us, we work around, but she drives and I drive. It's part of the part of bragging as a husband. That's why I was bragging. I have 7 cars. If I had 60-something cars like this, and I'll have it very soon. Mecheka. Yeah. So my wife left without alerting me that awkward. And it's the biggest offense to wake up in the morning and cross-check with the children. Is mommy gone? I knew that. It's the biggest, because in my room, I am there with her. Then she left. So when she left, it didn't take long. Then I woke up because I felt an emptiness in the house. So I got up and I asked the kids, where's mommy? Apparently, I wanted her to do something on her way before she gets to work. She has left. Well, I don't know how to be angry, so I just ignore. But it didn't keep long. Then I saw that my phone was ringing. My phone was ringing, and then I putting, and I saw my phone. If you don't have patience with me, like I'm doing the live now, I don't understand why you are my friend. You believe in what I do. You are my loved one. And whilst I am live, you are calling my phone. And when I don't pick, you get upset. You don't know what I'm doing at a certain time. When I don't pick your call, but you are calling me whilst I'm live. And your phone gives you an alert because you are following me. Yes. It's one of the acts of disrespect that people don't know. Because if you follow me, like Abna Sugar, why I asked where's Abna? Abna has followed me and activated notification. So immediately I come live, she'll see Councilor Abba. She can ignore. But once you have the alert, say my bad, you don't call me. Because once you call me, I don't pick. Or once you know I'm there, you call me for me to know, say you attempted calling me, or send me a WhatsApp. In the mix of all that I do, there are some people who are some people. So they even have WhatsApp that they can send me. And I read WhatsApp when I'm sitting here. I'm saying one of the wrong things to do that makes you a woman as a wife is to leave the house and send your husband a message that I've left because you were sleeping. Don't do it. It's a sign of destroying your marriage because you have changed yourself from a wife to a woman. It's women that will leave and send a message that I've left. It's women that will leave the house and will let you know your breakfast is on the table via WhatsApp. Wives will I say, as a wife, wake your husband up. Wake him up. Nyanino. But learn how to nyanino and let him know you are going. So my wife left. And when I got up immediately, I didn't say anything. But all of a sudden, I saw that my phone was ringing. Then I went to see who was that. It was my wife. And I said, hi. Hello, Your Highness. I said, yes. I was driving to work and I just got to this place. So I used there was some car blocking me. So I passed the side. And the policeman just said that they have arrested me because I'm using the shoulder of the road. So they parked me here. So for more than 30 minutes, I've been here and I decided to call you. It's okay. Where is the police officer? He said he's here. Can I please talk to that? And I said, officer, I greet you. My name is Councilor Urself. Me kabako watch so pacho me ba ho sisi a na okoya ade amonti pacho manenko me ti asem se masa me angasa me counselor counselor Lutrot anga say me say counselor Lutrot now you didn't me sit there bi emi mi aba ba me sero masoma ti me sero wa kamate then they allow my wife to go. And I came back. I came to settle the issue because you're going to go to court and all that. So I went to solve it. But
I'm just telling you that when she left without waking me up, when she finds herself in the problem that cannot be resolved without an authority, she had the right to call my phone and I picked. So what stopped her from waking me up before leaving the house? It was because the friends were saying, oh my God, what a handsome old man. Oh my God. So never leave your house as a wife without alerting your husband, no matter what the time is. So you are asking, what if your husband is not living with you? I'm in America, you are in Ghana, and you are leaving to work. And what time is now? It's 10. So what time is in America now? It's serious that I should be sleeping. But unfortunately, a good husband, no matter the time you will go to work, no matter what shift you are running, you know very well that your wife will go to work at a certain time. You can wake up and check on them before the children go to school. If you can't do it, then a text message, a WhatsApp will do. When you meet it, respond to it. Babe, I want to check on you before I go to work. I hope you're sleeping by this time. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. I'm leaving the house and I'm asking that you go in. And you know, the funny one is that those of us who are spiritual, my wife will wake up in the morning and with their kids, we are ready to go to school. Can you pray with us? That is, it's service. It means that distance is not a barrier. It means that no matter where you are, there's a recognition on you. And for that matter, they are calling you at that time. You cannot say Mada. This is the role of a wife. Once you can do things on your own in marriage, you are no more a wife, you are a woman. And once you become a woman, instead of being a wife who has been married, your marriage will be destroyed. So most of you, your marriage is destroyed, is waiting for an official documentary divorce. So you see, all the things I'm saying is just about sleeping. So once you leave your house without alerting your husband, you have broken the protocol and become a woman. There are men that they will not complain, but there are other men that they will. Hear me. The other thing that makes you a woman instead of a wife is to wrongfully check on your master as a servant. So let me just deal with serving in your absence. Serving in your absence. Write it. Serving in your absence. So rendering your services whilst you are not present. Remote control services due to circumstances and situations beyond your control. If you don't know how to serve in your absence, you become a woman instead of a wife. And once you do that, you lose your marriage or you destroy your marriage. So what does it mean to serve in your absence? There are mistakes that our cooks, our house help, our laundress, our nannies do that affects our marriages. And there are times when they report to you, your response creates a deeper distraction in the marriage. So you leave your husband early and his breakfast is settled and you ask the house help, your husband wakes up in the morning and realizes that there is some level of mistake in the service that was rendered, and he draws your attention. Be careful what you say. When your attention is drawn on your remote control services as a wife, not as a woman, make sure you act as a wife and don't talk like a woman, because wife speaks with sense. Women speaks with foolishness in their heart and pride. Am I teaching good? Look, we have destroyed the marriage and we are staying there waiting for a divorce certificate. Don't forget all the things I'm teaching. We are live on Facebook. Share the page and invite a friend. I have shared to over 1,000 people as I'm sitting down, but still I'm at 41. What is it? Somebody said, I was where my voice. Yeah. When I talk, rather, then we come down to 39. At least do 120 for me. I'm not let your people push me to 120. It's nice. And they am actually good. See, oh, pastor, on chile. Ubenyano. Me here tabia mon cra frame Adam as I say. Omukra pages so share. I'm sharing on a lot of pages. I believe in what I'm teaching. I'm telling you. I believe it. It works. Oh, it works. It works. I say it works. It works. Even at you family, I've shared for them. All the groups I've shared for them. Royal House Supper Association, I've shared for them. I've shared. So I'm saying that all of us cannot be present all the time. So in one way or the other, we'll find ourselves doing a remote service for our masters. But in your act of the remote service for your master, I plead with you to make sure that you are truly in charge, even though you are absent. So you left your husband and came to work or went to work, and your husband was supposed to be at the mercy of your maid servants or your cook. And unfortunately for me, unfortunately for you, the house help has made a mistake. The food that they serve your husband has an error. More salt, more pepper, too cold. And your husband and the house help don't have a relationship. Your husband is too big to address the house help. Now take this from me. Okay? Me. Dear onwe aduane wo me fie. Menini ni kasa. Di obesi me yiri nyama. Meni omo ni kasa. Me to me inform atade nkoma di obesi nyama wo fie se gina si shorts mame. Me nye. Enya hoaso. Eye obuo ni eni di a me di mame yiri nti no. Di obesi nyama no no aduane obenu aduane wo fie ho. Menini ndi nkomo. Enti eye wrong se wo be soma. Di onu aduane wo fie so on bisa da se de no bedi. Shimi for ba. We Jimmy Rough. We Jimmy Rough. You can't say Jimmy on Tiasia. Jimmy bata bofra kuma huntre so aba na de wanti e to de bi na wanyi na we default na we ye Jimmy asem ni anka wa Jimmy na aba akoma bon sam to me mo panyin Jimmy enti me say we fie ayiri mu adane oba say wo ya papa wo fie ya papa wo fie ai ne papa nya me ba no ono me duane ma me wo papa wo fie ai me be so ko bisa na say na de no bedi esa say juma me nyam ba fie na yema no wa Jimmy Rough. Missy what Jimmy Rough. O Jimmy ntumi nsia. One kasa friend papa. Mira. E bia boko de. O de se nya Mira mpo na friend no mbu ade ntu friend o friend kwabna. Sammy. Frank. Adwa papa. Elom. O kasa adenti na wo frɛ wura. Obi a wo oda wo ti so ye wo tripen wo friend sa keke ubo ni din keke George o se ne wo ye to den was ya same say ya because so much telenovela Jimmy sa I said Brunia trying script ni ya translate abetwi into your shock so you know it is hard time we tell you the hard truth. Oh yes, I think that what I'm saying, etina mon kosoro, etina obi ambehwe no. But why should say asempasi aye ke nkrofo 47 ehwe. Please hit the button, carry the thing, go and drop the link on your group. Obi en share say counselor na e kasa no. Hey. Counselor de kasa na kasa wane kasa. Counselor de kasa. Na counselor so kasa bibi ewu. E say we asma e kasa ye ni counselor bi ba ko pa ne wo ni di ni counselor literate. E ya wo ye nso ko sua de ni bi. Etitire me kana pa. The American say there are times that your auxiliary work, there are times that your absence is not my problem. But what you do in your absence has become a problem. What does it? Only feeling hame. Ejuma na wo ye ne hame. Na enshisha wa ye wo achi. E san say ejuma bi asi no ene hame. Na ba ne sen ye no ne sen na amben na ejuma nti wuntumi be fie menu aduane ma ne ndi. Entumi ma emema me de medi no wo frɛ wa enye mimpo na de kasa ye. Na ye made servant wo fie no. Ona de nkrato no se bisa wakwa se den no bedi tie me oba bi a wo tie me wo fie na wo ye yere na usuma oba se ko bisa wakwa se den na bedi awade na egu akase be pamo akọ waje fie awade na fno akase be gya wo kwan ama wako esan se tie me maka cho se yesi obi ye yere a enya se oni meduane no anti I said it. Yes, you be a area, and yes, say, or yeah, or yeah, dear one pim, Debbie. It's my care, no much as here. It's in command, me no dear, and say, make sure, say, in your life, I can see me jump, I'm a say, I'm a shop for me, a crowd. It's a no money, breakfast, a plant, man, water. So, in your auxiliary or in your absence, you can become a woman by your utterances. So, bear man, Frewaka say, and red ya mammy, and middle, kai say, Uknu frewa ya on your bonnet. Uknu frewa ama on your bonnet. Tinepa, when I frow uknu kabna. What bumra? A son say, on no do so, and you know, dinner so. It is our comparison now, and I made him in front of now. You see, and yet now the Obia one, Amma, Charlotte, Evelyn, Sissy, hey, Miss was the son would in son of frame now. Miss was Mr. Sasson a fro. See, I dear Kakra. We are sa what feed him aba or bam, and I will feed him with the bob bam. What do you? Who am I teaching good? Internet, we have cost 1 year. Now, me cost from me for. We do 50, and we mean for. To say I made a metia, the Michi 100. And now, yes, I metia, I mean 100. It's a fun papa. What me say, yeah. Tobias must say, what's up? So, how to regulate or manage work done in your absence is very important. So, there are times that they would report to you or give you feedback as a result of what they have observed. So your husband tells you, say, hey, and then they do. They go to be friend. Hey, let me quote Chomudu. Are they Mushera? And I'm saying, Michelle Megudiana, what kind of fine, sir? And go to now we be out and send phone go to me for a bit. Go to me for a bit. Oh, me check go to me for a now. Go to me for a now. Me dear, no, I'm not saying America. I then. Oh, yes, and no, not me go to woman and easy growl. I'm not your woman, me go sir. Let's see the urban kind. Me cry and one man can't get. Then can't share. Hey, hey, hey. Did you hear what I just said? Your husband just complained that the contomere stew he ate yesterday was too pepperish. And the first thing you ask is that, which of the contomere stew? It means that yesterday you didn't define the menu of your husband. You allowed the house help to do discretionary feeding, because if you know what your house help is feeding your husband, immediately I said the contomere stew yesterday was pepperish, your answer will not be an interrogation from you asking me which contomere stew. And some of them will not even tell you which. Those who know what they serve you, they will come to you in attack. Hey, no. Now I say, me knew how I am. Learn to know that I'll not be here every time. Learn it. Hey, so without my service, nobody can serve you. What was wrong about it with the contomere stew? The contomere stew, I ate some. You are shutting your master up. No, you are shutting your master up. You are shutting your master up. Your master is giving you a reported speech on your service that you render to him. And the biggest answer is what you just did. Yes, I'm American. And a polite man like me will just say, oh, sir, Mathieu. Me, when I say sorry to you, I mean it all. One of the good things about me is that I don't say sorry and I won't talk about the thing. I'll say sorry, but I'll still talk about it. Well, Michael has written something that I want to be clear. He said, I always say that if you want a woman to respect your home, you as a man has to respect your home first. As a man, know how to keep your home clean, how to cook, how to manage your home before your wife comes in. When she is coming, she knows you are already. He knows you already. Okay, hear me. I like your write-up, but it's not entirely true. I could have spoken like you some years back, but after further study, beyond 31 years, what you have written is not entirely true. It's some way, somehow true. Let me quickly attack some, or yes, tackle some. Listen to me. If you think that respecting your home means that, as a matter of fact, there is nothing called respect your home. Create a house. Men don't create homes. Men create houses. Women make homes. So the fact that the woman came in and I married her and she knows I know how to cook doesn't put pressure on her to learn how to cook. The fact that the woman comes to my house and my house is clean doesn't mean she has to maintain the cleanliness that she came to meet. No, no. My house can be clean, but it is a mental deficiency, and my wife will come and correct it. When I was choosing my couch during marriage, the desire of a couch that I wanted to have in my house was a white couch. You are like white couch with gold. Then, on a second thought, I didn't change the couch before marriage. So it was when my wife responded to the request to agree that I come and marry her, then I had to present to her a house for her to manage as a home, because it is my responsibility to give a house for a woman to marry, for a wife to manage as a home. So when she started making some good choices within my listed choice, now hear this. Our mistake is that we allow the wives to make choices that we have to accept, deny. No. You should give your list of choices and let her find herself within the list of your choices. That is why I said this to you, that a wife makes contribution. A woman has a point of view. Did I repeat? A woman has a point of view, but a wife has a contribution. Those who have point of view, they fight to make sure that their point of view is implemented. Those who have something to share, they don't insist that what they share is taken. They enjoy whether it's taken or it's not taken, because they are the managers of the house. So your point is well taken, but the fact that I can cook doesn't make my wife the best cook. So people cannot move this thing to 100. Hey, I thought we are learning. Well, I'll close in the next 24 minutes. So when you are giving an authorization that in your absence, your husband should be taken care of, learn how to respond to feedback from your husband. Don't ask for feedback. One of the things you don't do as a wife is to ask your husband for feedback. Hi, babe. Sorry, oh, sorry. Today, dear, sorry. I know, sorry. How was it? How was your service? Were you served well? Did you eat all your food? No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You see, there's a thin line between caring and serving. It's a very, very thin line. And that thin line, if you don't take care, you will fall. You will fall and become a victim between these two thin lines. Because people believe that when they are taking care of people, it's like service. No. Taking care and serving are not the same. So when you are taking care of people, you take feedback. When you are serving people, you don't take feedback. They give you feedback. When you are taking care of people, they are the people that you need to inquire for feedback from. But when you are serving people, you don't need to ask them for feedback. They give you the feedback because you are giving them service. That is what I'm saying, that when your master gives you feedback, learn to respond well, because you are not taking care of them. Those you take care of, they are the people that you require from them feedbacks. I don't know who I'm preaching to, who is angry and who is hearing and who is understanding what I am preaching. You have it. Check. Are you getting me? So majority of us have landed ourselves in places where we are not supposed to be. Why? Because we became women. So women believe or act as if they are taking. So women take care of men, but wives serves men. So when you give an auxiliary distance service rendering, don't go and ask for feedback. You should wait earnestly for feedback. And when the feedback comes, know how to manage it. So in your absence, every service rendered, make sure that it represents you. May your master never feel your absence because you have subletted your service. But where are we? Because we stop becoming wives when we sublet, our marriage is destroyed. The house help is doing everything for your master. The cook is doing everything for your master. The gardener is doing everything for your master. And to the extent that some of you can even go to the stand and go to your master and tell your master that I can't control my cook, so come and talk to the cook. The nanny is not doing well, and when I'm talking to, how can medical come and sit there and say that I pay my nanny 2,000? These are not issues to talk about, because that is what makes you the boss of the house. Now, 2,000 to your nanny is ka. You can't say you here for a month. 2,000 for your nanny. Hey, now where you can't be. So anytime you are a wife and somebody you have appointed to do something on your behalf, make sure that it is done like you are there. Let them update you. Let them update you. When your house help goes to serve daddy's table and they put the water and everything, may they not invite your husband to come and eat. Tie me. Masu odin. Tie me pa. Abraham neighbor. Tie me. My wife is not at home. And the house help is the one taking care of my dinner. He's setting the table. When the food is ready, my house help hasn't gotten the right to knock the master's door and say, Daddy, Edianina, you're ready. It is an error. It is only a woman that will allow the house help to go and call the husband that the food is ready. So if I am not home as a wife and my house help is doing what I'm supposed to do for my husband, I am communicating with the house help. Have you finished setting the table? Thank God to mobile phone right now. Use it wisely. Use it well. I am giving my house help a phone because of these things that she's supposed to do. What did daddy did? What said it? Daddy, I phone no here. WhatsApp no here. The video that me just on the table net here. And no matter how correct your house self have set the table, augment the arrangement. Hey, see some people or the church video me fa call you no eduane na si ono. Dani eduane ne nsa no. Ma bo ne nsa ne nye pe. There be nye sa twimbre akire. Ma bo ne cap ne nsa ne nye pepepe. Atre no sana wara pene na nye. Atre no sana odi tissue na fa ho no. Aye ti se bibi a de koya ade bi enye. Enye. Do you understand? Sana ade atre no to ho no enye sisa atre. So you are not at home. You are not within the environment. But because you requested for a distance subletted service, correct your hustle. Dan soon coke that coke no afamba man bacho aini kofa coke no be sinchen paper glass nano there be some glass no fa ba kuna gold no wa no fa bra waso esi ndada man bacho aini edahin man bacho eda 16 yifi 16 fa ko 23 Man, pacho you. Martin. Make a check that said you're not ready. Then you pick your phone as a wife. Call your husband. Honey, I hope everything is cool. Please, your food is ready. So anytime you are ready, you can please step out to eat. Love you. I'll be with you soon. Your soon can be 40 years. And mind you, hear the way I said it. Honey, please, your food is ready. So anytime you're ready to eat, you can step out, please. It's not your food is ready. Please come out and eat. Otherwise, the food will be cold. But didn't tell me. Me, I mean to kind of she be a kind of she san and I want in Akon and dead in Ako, Jimino, Yankasasa. We're doing it ready. Piana Bedin and one. We don't talk like that. Hey, what is that? Or you are serving, you are not taking care. So, my house up, tell me. If the house help goes to call your husband, you have become a woman, your marriage is destroyed. That's one. If you two, when you're talking to your husband to come and eat, you give a caveat. Yeah, see where you were doing anything, but you're going to dinner. One continent home by your June Sway, and then I must say, Pacho, the way in Jana could do the DV habit marry. When you say, oh, you say, say, Facebook Live, say, oh, ye be being Timpacho, the Conaco di Mamma, Miss Romedo, Medo Password, copy, may I mean, feel like so. This is not law. This is a command, and we don't command husbands. We don't command husbands. We don't command husbands. Thank you very much. I will see you well. We don't command husbands. We don't command. Now it is easy to even use words to command. Now wives are sending emails to husband. Attention, George. Attention, Frank. Our corporate institution. Mind you, yesterday I told you something that don't forget. Marriage is not democracy. Marriage is autocracy. There should be an authority in marriage. And if you allow the woman to take the authority in marriage, the marriage is collapsed. Wives don't have authority over the marriage. They have authority at home. And the authority is an authority that has been subletted to them. Hello? The authority of the woman in the house is a subletted authority. That is why they say submit. The word sub, S-U-B, sub. It means that you are not the original. The main contractor is there, but you have been given a subset of the job to do that they will talk to the contractor. So when the inspectors of the project come, they don't deal with the sub, they deal with the main contractor. That is why when God came into the garden and the forbidden fruit had been eaten, he never addressed the sublet, he addressed the contractor, and the contractor brought the sublet called Eve. And na my kuskusia dia sa ya de be de bonsema me e kira de good ade a me kire we sua ne teacher kura onim kura no on kiro say on tam bo afore nyankopon bo ni wiase boni ba edi nturo no no e san say if enye tire na if entumi nye tire da now so what the boni bia be batani wura ho no or buy, and he dealt with the subcontractor, not the main contractor. It doesn't mean God didn't see what the subcontractor was doing. So when we go for site visits and we go to inspect the job that has been done, when the concrete slab is not to the thickness we want, we have no power to deal with the subcontractor until the main contractor brings the voice. So when we say submit, the word submit, S-U-B, submit. Wives, submit to your own husband. It means that you have been given a sublet. So hear this. If you are addressing the main contractor, you didn't win the contract. So learn how to talk. You talk as if you went for the contract. I gave you a portion of the contract to manage. You can talk to your boys anyhow, but you cannot talk to me, the main contractor, anyhow, because I went for the contract. So when you are not around and you are subletting your jobs done, don't get me involved. That's what I'm saying, that you cannot tell me, call me your head, your boss, your master, to talk to the maid servant. Da me pacho. Wait a mirror. Kafrao. Me ni fie die ba me kase. Me kono no ada. E na me pese me ha wonti. Me say ya wo fie. Bibia pese odi bia mbacho ne nka. Bibia wo fridge mo be ya ma. Wa jimi pa sayire. You are not a wife, you are a woman. Oh, forget about them. Oh, these people in America, they are not married. You can't answer them and say, nah, don't need time. You can't answer them. It look, oh, if you, the wife, cannot control the house self, and you allow me to come and control the house self, your authority is gone. Mincha was here. Abnati. Abaya na o nu aduane hwe nkwala na ofie ho maye no me ni ahonde wo no so ma ahonde wo so abna e na wo ahonde na e wo so no me de ma wo no wo de kakra bi na ehwe house help enti ufi ho na wo pese me fa house help ni deal director na chese me yi wo fi ho wo hia bi o e ma mo tie me pa. And to one kasa would the one sa ese wawade. And obi anya boafo me nkase me nkofa boafo. Dia me kase oboafo ne ba suase na wodi oboafo no ebedi nkita ho a enkoka dia oma wo kwan se fa boafo no. Now bet is oba jimifo bie na kase me house up me nfa bi de no abeji mi kunu umbu ade wo ye jimifo ba. Me to sebe. Na wo di ade besusu wo di ade besusu obi a wura na wo hye na ase no wo di wo house up air to ne say wo di house up ne ba obi aye bema e beto ne hinti bi ama na di ni nti wo mfa me nkofa house up enti na wo bre wo fie ho no ade how umbu ade bema bi aye bema wo me de me nye bibi na nkofa asem bi ambre me menim so ye den a bema de obefa wachi de na nyem na mko fa ma no abedi no se ti bema bia ye bema etwa bia ye twa kwoti bia ye kwoti mate ase bema bia ni asase so odi ade bia keke na se wo dwen se tie me se wo dwen se wo kuna jimi sa na ade bia wo dwen se enye obedi adwen hu mienu se bema yen ti who sure baby what to force atade a wahye blouse no hye dey 3 cedis ogoto nanado and anansia no go share skirt no to 6 Ghana cedis and so no say I don't want to go out with a cheap man but who gina ho osiri from ni nyina ye 10 cedis ba me man hwe wo 10 cedis ma be fa wo esa se me hwe wo gina bia wo gina ho na force atade no fata wo ma ho ye fe. It is a obeme bi any wo ba ho so pese o ye ni ene ne ye mpema guru na bibia empempi no emba no monyante yase o ye pa ho fe o ba ho brase no ebro ho fe no enti wuti se okunu di twa bi a men ko hwe so ba no ho fe ana ko hwe so ba no wa ho brase ana owo bu ana ye di twa bi anu ye ho ba eye dense e be jaidie me kan kracho embema bebre ye di twa bi anu ye ho ye di twa bi awo amene ye boye nsa no ba ye ni hwia be ye di obe bi a ne ho ofe ne twa ye de ba ombu ade amene ye daso tenkwamu na so ye wu ye yo tiase wufo esan se etwa ne de ne na ho ofe no na ye kase ene ni suban ye pe na nyame a oncha dia o nyame o fa ne bo a o che ansa na oto wayi esuban fin tantan na kire ye amen na ye boy nsa na so ya wa akola bi a no ho fe esanse ne maame ho fe. Telling you gospel truth. Believe it or not. When I speak, don't take it. But ubenina beto. So ubufuo na wode base na me krupa de me numi ho se me ware no se abayo gina wa mimpo oba me nyonko ba mimbo nipa da ba okasa de numu pampan ni motuo mu kankan abaye ya ontumi hohoro na se me na me ne te enyem na me kire se ne ya hohoro pantanka enu na ya wo tan wo ge no ho ba enu na ya wo tan no enye no na wo yiri kunu na ehwe owa hu brasie ne ho nyina ye tan na enum ebon ni motuo mu ebon ni pioto ase aye denden de ye tumi de eko enu eya wo tan se o meyire no sa abaya ni bumi ode ahobrasie bi ene me kasa enti na medi no. So if you give job to your house help, don't become a woman, still be a wife. I said what? Check the setting of the table. Don't just take your word. And we are doing an afro papa say we no bedi. Yeah, I am penning was say bia o. Didn't let me pay ya sam. I said bro for be me ya. Yeah. Josephine ya. Ena me bon samba ko amehia. Ya baby, what in my office. Me kase ya menchira de. Wadani ne chi a kire me. Enyi so afa pen e chiro. Enyi so wo Facebook pu no ti de me chire you. Wadani ne chi a kire me ti say fankwasa so ye na pon ye baby. Onyanka mapon ama yebedidi enu anonim de bia na watwi bia mu no atwi nanim kama once na watwi ni nyina mu otwi ni Monday na chese mewu na chese Tuesday Wednesday Thursday Friday or the bon samani no abetra ni bra me bra office o di tri won nyina tutu otumi di ni tri won tutu ni fifie etra ka mu pa di ba office. Ah, wig nyena. You wig 150 there. You 80 cedis. And ra obi kita wig me say no to no 60 Ghana. Na say unya ne. But if you council am for ho kire won ho ton ade afofofo. And the sister bi okoye we say oye kura na 300 or 3 million titis Ghana. Me wo wa no say ne ho kire no to so ton wig no. And to ton the sister Ghana and me je na say the bro na bomb pa egusman na say fabra. And I me so wig no say. Ke body tabata. Me you who feel as a son, you would get them the oil fair, Missy Cochet, a fatal. Hey, sister girl.
I want to be a mama.
Fun kwakwa ni asresre. Obi di ne we gawa no go to bi ma. Won say na ne suba ne tie. Twa de nim chirim sisi amunya mbedwa. Say no ahye we foforo. Kala no so fata na maye na otwe mi ensan ye hu we bi die tia me boy ya baby they say ya for doors ya nie ya ofra wo ho Josephine na ya bedi e wo ho ndu na ya for no doors no akua mi enu bi pe akua be ye ba ko sunflower akua be ye sunflower unu akua be ye oh munyina munim ono de o he edimi body di Equia, no equia by formula. Hey, more feral, but I bay some one. And the Mikaya, Master Tia, you say, Kiakaka, Muso and Channel Macassi, Wakase Tiao, Omuhimu Bon. But me Casse, your house self must not be managed by your husband as a wife. Immediately you do that, what happens to you is that you have left a wife and you have become a woman. So even when you are not present, if you are not present, can we go to 120 and stop this 50-55? Share the page, hit the link, share it. There are so many groups. Go and drop it there. Go to TikTok and tell them, come and hear wisdom on Facebook. Yeah, abna monya ne sa. Abna ko TikTok. Me say me kura say me dey ko TikTok. Me kura say me ko TikTok. Say I'm about 12. I say me ko TikTok. I say me pick ya dey no fan ko TikTok. Link no one. Fa link no ko TikTok counselor. Yeah. Me kura me nye. Me ko share wo link e be ko. Me nye bi da. Me go just say be ko ana. Ah, no, you can share on TikTok. Yes, the sharing should give you opportunity to share on TikTok. And I'm like, they won't share. I'm time as watching. I can't just about 20 minutes for me to close. In 20 minutes, let me go. It's an idea. And say, open sell our dear. Ma dear or show kun uni hono. Or dear or share with cheap, say we ho. Or yet dear sell yama kunu. Say open sell our dear gua. Ma oni ukunu din kite ho. I'm so makapini. If you want to destroy your marriage and leave from a wife to a woman, let whoever is doing what you are supposed to do deal with your husband direct. Never allow your husband to request food from your house help. Let the chain be straight. Whether you are home or you are not home, let your husband deal with you to the house help. Especially when it comes to services that comes under the umbrella of serving him, not taking care of him. Watch it. Look. The see ukunu nyamano, ukunu complaining. Matadi ni sing. Kola ni na aye weak. Your husband is showing you the shirt color. That the color of my shirt is becoming brown. My white shirt is becoming weak. I am supplying all the soap you need to use, but my things are not okay. Be careful you don't answer as a fool. See, there's someone no more and you. Would you see a dear na ma getting in my tungu misa? In the may bob you. When Sika or Hanado Yama Papa in our laundry, a boa wotono, a boa wotono, a boa wotono, or to what the waving. Who catch the ukun say on finding Yamanko laundry? Was Abrocha Brabuna airborne? Abroche Mrane say, you say what Oma a hanging Yama was so one could be a corporate. And what the Abroche life nothing. Abroche Danuko hire washing machine with dryer wood, send a be able to tell what tabi on the light bill. Now saying cry a damn be a year ha I'm a barrier noon dinable. Sad Danny do one boko and see Yama Hatawa Bonti. Who see Yama no a dry no a cotton until electricity bill need a year chiapa. New apartment. What does it? Yeah. So be careful. I'm complaining about my shirt as a wife to you. You are not the one who is washing my things. We have brought a guy who is doing the laundry, but I am empowering you to investigate why my shirt is becoming cream instead of white. Do you see the power you have as a wife? Hey, you don't know the power you have as a wife until you are divorced. You don't know the power you have until you leave it. My mother comes to her house and she's asking, hey, me to a tea man way. Mimba, honey, your highness, please. Mommy says she wants to have lifting. What lifting? Okay, I'm coming. Then my wife goes to talk to my mother and they negotiate on what type of Milo tea drink she wants. Once a while, I want to surprise my mother. I ask my wife the permission. You see, look at how the thing is. Oh, I don't go to the kitchen to pick things because I bought them. No. Because whatever I buy to the kitchen, I believe that the manager in charge of the kitchen has arranged it in such a way that she knows when it will get finished. So when I go to our kitchen and I want milk to do my late night concoction, when I pick the milk and it's left with 3, immediately I pick 1 and it's left with 2. I go back before I open it and I tell Madam, I'm going to do Vita, but the milk is left with 3 when I took 1. I'm not asking permission to take one. I'm telling I've taken one. He said, ah, you're doing your vita. You didn't tell anybody. Look, that's my wife. You don't know. I will marry more women in the world, but I will never break up with my wife. Okay, take my word and cut it down. If my wife decide that, oh, worry me, you mean chichirino. But my wife will call me bia who abe wa me iri jam ye ne or be me bia be ware me yiru me de bia be chemska. And you say ni keke na do. Dia me chen say who wale me iri ene me iri ni ja ene. Na ohia obi owo sika se because me iri ka che me dan de bia atwo mo ka che me say na say ohia nkrofo pa omo pen. Na me say wow me ni age. E say ukita de na nkrofo an enjani amba ho na sa de na kita na eye sumui unim sumui. Internet did crack off. So my wife was sharing with me that now she has a lot of crash, but the crashes she's having, they are very, very rich men. And I say, wow. So how do you respond to them? They say, I have put them on flight mode. At the right time, I will access them, and I was happy. But hear me. Thank God my wife is not in a session church. She's in Dubai, so she's not, the time is not correct, so she will not watch. She'll watch later. By the enemy, quarter that. Hear this. Anytime my wife tells me people are crashing on her, it puts me on my toes to work harder so that I can open the gap. Don't give your house self the chance to address your husband, whether in your presence or in your absence. And there are times that you do it in our presence. We call you for a service and you refer our service to the house self. We get to the house and we are calling a wife. Oh, Abna, don't go. Oh, I was just wrapping up to pick up now in 2 minutes. Come back. Maybe you have some questions you are not writing, you want to ask. I'll just land on where I am today, and I will encourage you to, as it were, follow the things I'm saying. I think that what I'm teaching is good. And because it's good, that is why today we are doing just 44. I'm not encouraged with the numbers that have come at all, to be honest with you. I'm not encouraged. Why am I not encouraged? I'm not encouraged because I'm expecting more people to come and join us to learn something. So your house self is also under you. So both of you are under your husband, but maintain your position as a wife and learn how you can operate with the house self. Because if you don't do that, your authority will be undermined. And when your husband begins to talk to your house self, you are done. So what counselor, what if I travel and I'm not in the house and it's difficult to reach my house self? No. Never find it difficult to reach your house self. And when you buy a WhatsApp phone for my house self, she'll be doing WhatsApp with other guys. No. She needs a WhatsApp phone because she has to give you a lot of videos of the things she's doing. So you have learned something today that if you want to destroy your marriage, become a woman by asking your house help to call your husband to come and eat. So when the food is served, you must call your husband that the food is ready on the table. Number 2, never force him to come out to eat the food because the food will get cold. And always connect that your husband will link up with you when there's anything wrong in the food that he's eating in front of him because you are serving him and not taking care of him. So when your husband is coming to eat, once he gets to the table to eat, he has communication with you. You know that you are looking forward for him to eat. So nicely speaking, I send you a WhatsApp. Thank you for understanding. I hope you had a nice time with your meal. I hope you are enjoying your meal. So listen to me. When I write, I hope you are enjoying your meal. That statement, I hope you are enjoying your meal, is a statement that is like I'm asking me, Bisa, Abna, what happened?
I'm here.
Okay, I thought you ago.
Mm-hmm.
That statement is acting like, I hope people can hear me. That statement is like me bisa say, don't find me bisa. Sanity, me bisa. Minimum soon, me bisa you. I hope you had a nice time with your meal and you enjoy yourself. Please, please. Miss me too, some. I mean, something. Not let it hang like Abra would say. Don't insist he eats, but let him give you feedback politely. Why did I say I hope you enjoy your meal? Maybe he has forgotten to leave the computer and go and eat. But once you send that lovely message, I hope you enjoyed your meal. Let's say, hey, Radius. No, I'm about to go. Okay. Please let me know when you are done with eating. I have something to discuss. Only shaker. But you want to know when the food, he has finished eating the food. Now, what is the next instruction? Let the house help be observing daddy. Immediately the man finished eating, clear the table. Don't allow your husband to call for the clearing of the table. Immediately your husband calls for the clearing of the table, you become a woman instead of a wife. Why? Because when your master is eating, your eyes must be on your master. How do you make king? Ubuefu.
Abra. Hey, me see adio she. Me see adio. Hey.
And you could never frost say, Ebi. Yes, there are times you can oversight, you can forget. But your husband will eat and will call for soap. And there are times that when your husband calls for soap, then you send the house help to take it. Be careful. Be careful. You are serving and not taking care of. Abi, can I please have soap? Oh, then you bring the soap yourself. Oh. What we do be Mira, Macheme. I'm sorry. I took the soap. Look, I was holding it and I left it on the hand. I'm sorry. Then you yourself bring it. Come and press it in the hand. You know what you are doing? You are correcting your mistake and error. Don't set the house up. And hear me. When you are bringing the soap, don't carry it in your hands. Let it be on a tray. Learn how to serve. Maybe tomorrow I will dive into the act of serving as a wife and not as a woman. Women will carry the soap in their hands and say, oh, Kafra, yeah. Then they go. A certain man gave me a report or say, and or Beffy, no friend, cring. Hello. Come now, where do he? Or say, I day. And you be anting and be out. So, dear, sachet water, no pen, bottle, dear Nasa. It may catch all banana Toby and son of breath. And the man asks, I said, I said, boo, and I said, a sign, and Madame Boy Besram. And I'm this savvy one. And too bad to be bra. No catty line. I say, counselor, and you want a baby bonny, you never say bonny bang. See, the American catch him this year. Maybe I'm into swim, brother. Now, that's where by no means swim. I'm saying, yes, you know, when was the last time I told you? See, I mean, I mean, 3 months in Amsijai, so do diable. To so go baby, and yan say. Or see, you mean, what the qua, and a storeroom is shop, and I did so go baby, what did your casa? And I say, yes, you talk, Cosoto, wouldn't out. You see, this woman is foolish, but I solved the problem within the place. You don't call your husband and say this nonsense to him. Oh, Baton Subra. It's what you're saying. Trouble ya mote we and sika sweet and to 1 pack. There be now down for no bottle water now. Wouldn't say you won't come soon. I don't know one drink them. Ah, wouldn't swan a man. What down for back room last one? Eh, I mean, so sachet water and alcohol. And no make no one. I mean, no, Missy, because can you be fear? We ensure sachet. And in if you bottle water, you oh, quite this one about near the season the trade glass. Sikeni pa was Kasemi. The man is richer than George Mutual. What does it? Eti Jamaican say, learn to enjoy your position as a sublet contractor in a marriage. And don't allow the main contractor to control your workers. Control your workers and let them give respect to you. And once your workers respect you, it is very, very difficult for them to disrespect your contractor. So, to be a woman instead of a wife is to give your job at home for somebody to do and give them 100% operational power. Give them 30%. Abna, do you have any question?
And then the learning process. And they're learning.
So I hope most of you are seeing the errors you are doing. And you know why you're making a lot of mistakes? Because you're thinking that you are taking care of your husband. Maybe you are not learning for the first time that we don't take care of husbands. We serve them. That's a mistake. And most of us, when they are serving us, I'll come to the men. We don't know how to enjoy service. Because times we are afraid. You are the master's registered slave. So act well. Any question? Abna, can you see the messages?
Message. Yeah.
Who alive?
My sister say, "Hey, Mama, would you do?" Of course, I'm texting me why you see okay,
that's your sister. Okay.
Yes.
Mama, so that you say, "Hey, Mama, would you do?" I don't understand. So you call you Mama.
Yes.
What we say? We are obedi. Adeke muding abetu public, Mama.
Oh, you sell out, pal. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Sell out.
What?
Atomic, okay. Come and remove your
Mama.
mouth. Hey. Atomic, simple.
Mama. Obi a friend, Mama.
Hey.
Me pen a friend, Mama. Me na friend a bene sugar.
I'm not sugar.
Me sumi nim say a friend, Mama. And you no catch me na catch and say a friend, Mama.
Hey, give me a sell out. Or sit there.
What? That sounds why I endorse it.
Benjamin,
I'm experiencing
the same in my marriage.
Benjamin, let me give you. I'm going to give 10 minutes. I'm supposed to wrap up, and I'm going to give 10 minutes. I'm now read messages, and then let's see. Benjamin, what do you call I'm experiencing the same thing? Is it that your wife has become a woman in the marriage, or what? Because I'm saying that these things are what women do as wives, and they become women and they lose their marriage. So most of you have lost your marriage, but is waiting for an official certificate. So Benjamin, take us further into it. I've been sister saying. So as I'm saying, today I'm dwelling on you in the house, out of the house. Remember the note. When you are leaving the house, I told you how you are supposed to live. Don't leave your house without alerting your husband as a wife. Number 2, if there are duties that must be done in your absence, don't use your house help to relate direct to your husband. Whoever is washing, Your husband is complaining that his clothing are not ironed well. They are not neat. Don't tell him that it's better we go to laundry because the guy that is washing is not washing well. Do something about it. Apologize on behalf of your workers. When your husband is complaining about his shirt is dirty and it's not clean, come clean and say, I'm sorry, honey. I'll see to it. I'm sorry. I'll make sure they are neat. Do you understand? That is how you serve a master. So don't allow your house help and the people under you to deal with your boss direct. It's not done. Benjamin, I'm waiting for you. Benji, further particulars, Benjamin. I'm an sister sitting. Then watch it. The Adakemudi is Abna. Okay, Abna. Oh,
Mewaha.
Benjamin.
Adakemudi in the Abna. Mama, their national name.
Mama, because we am paying some kind. Benjamin a trouble.
Benjamin, I said, okay.
One said, one another doors. When you say one another, two doors bar.
Because what's your higher crown?
I wouldn't even well. Abna tunu yang koye ni Dubai ye ewo Kolebu teaching hospital ni e ka se take. Abna kan yanko Benjamin said then.
I say my wife is acting as a woman but
we
not
a
for
bear ma say wa ma yiri sika koye ni to now kan be dwom we Jimmy for pa. Pop reading here go.
I say my wife is acting as a woman but not a wife. I wash my clothes. She's always right and uses emotions to blackmail. Oh.
Hey.
Oh, Benjamin. Oh. It needs though.
So you see what I'm saying? That at the end of the day, the wife is no more a wife. She has become a woman. And you'll be surprised that, like today's story we're going to deal with today, you'll be shocked. She will have a justification for what she's doing. I'm telling you. Yes. Uko Bisana, Obekacho Dientia Benjamin. Has your wife not told you why she's not washing your dress? Just maybe they washed your dress the last time and you went to ask for it. Somebody washed a dress and went to ask for. Somebody washed a dress. And Papa should share the paper. Be no go and say, na krata bi shemboto mesraw ya na musi nyama no se ade bi shemboto oba na say aden me nko school danti a me hu ade panso a me hu insulted the man paper bag na say me nko school danti me hu say ade pa shemboto ma Messi
Ima
well, what are they be a Messi be and make sure say to bottom and some of the atolandry but they means. And like I said, one fat idea and to landry back in the moon. Main fancy. And the instruction went on. Like joke. Gradually, 4 years now, the man takes his things to laundry for washing. The story is not in America. I'm talking about Labadi. La Wallace. The man takes his things to laundry. And the laundry is at Kanda. Every day, the man brings his things to laundry in Kanda. Because the wife says, Wakoka se, Adiebi Oniboto Maida. It won't see in. So Benjamin, definitely your wife might have told you why she doesn't want to wash your things. If you share with me, I'll be very happy. But if you are watching me here and you are a woman, and something has happened, where's your tadia and koye, and your coca yenti, and nunti where I see, where's your tadia and koye, and your coca yenti, 1%, what do I feather cobia suntino, and yan top, and yan chia. Me Sibio. Now so tia wade no ho. Wo your ba wo nya yire. For Kafra and Suena Shasi, and the Meteorological Department of Ghana. Omukasi and Suobi fi Burkina Faso Bow. Abedu Ghana Gidio, Matthew for Jamuka and Abewo, Tom, Moyanian Pond, Omedum light to see Amonia Temple Power, Omedum light, Omonia in Temple. I'm not obviously in the story about kindly uncle. Or today.
Counselor, Shay. Counselor, you're not making sense. There's a reason for everything. That doesn't mean you should disrespect your husband in any way. Come again. I don't think that's what you meant to say.
Come again, read it.
Counselor, you are not making sense. There's a reason for everything. That doesn't mean you should disrespect your husband in any way. I don't know when we throw.
A typorical error. Counselor.
Yeah.
What you are saying is making sense. There is a reason. The fact that there's a reason for what you are doing doesn't just exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that the fact that you can justify why you will not wash doesn't make your action right. Remember in the beginning I said, what is wrong is wrong. Even if everybody is doing it. What is right, even if nobody has attempted doing it. So maybe Bediako entry, what he wants to write is not what he has written. But Bediako, if we are reading what you wanted to write correctly, please confirm so I can respond appropriately.
I'm not forcing the lights out. Why? Elaine, peace. Won't charge my phone.
I told you the light will go up just now. So let's be careful. Let me add 2 to it, Abner, and then I leave for today. Whilst I still read your questions and your answers. Learn how to respond to jokes as a wife and not a woman. May I continue? Learn how to respond to jokes as a wife from a husband as compared to a woman. For example, there is a constant repetition of a particular action that your master detests. He tells you, I don't like it. Don't make it a policy for him to like. That is your master. Your husband has expressed interest on your downcut haircut. I don't like it. It makes you free, but I don't like it as your master. Don't force it down my throat. You always use a certain lady as an example in my life. And I said, I don't like it as your master. You are not serious, you are joking. But your master says, I don't like your expensive joke. And I already know the Agroka cry, no, I'm serious. I draw away so I find serious, no, I didn't want copy. Maybe I just said, I mean, the Agro be a foul way. Man, can you have a enough foul? Mind you, your master is not your playmate, but you are your master's playmate. What did every guy do? Your master is not your playmate, but you are your master's playmate. So even when your master is playing with you and joking with you, Be careful the things you say back in the play. So you see, my boss, anytime my boss will meet me, he will say something within the time. But even in the time he's speaking, I still carry myself that I am talking to my boss. I pass the joke. I'm still talking to my boss. I shared with you an MP friend of mine that we joke. When we meet each other, we say things. And we say it everywhere. But recently we went for a program. And I met him. And I passed the same joke, like what we do. And he was giving me cold shoulders. The wife was there. He was giving me cold shoulders. So I was studying the terrain. When we're closing, we have a usual way. So he was standing and I tapped his shoulder from behind. And I made a statement that we always do that. Charlie, you are leaving so that I take the rest of the thing. He turned his face and he said, I don't like this. No, I don't like it. Look, I apologized to him for 1 month. I apologized until he was embarrassed. I'm apologizing. Because I realized that the place we were was a high-profile environment. And even though he joked, he started the joke. I should have recognized that he can joke with me within the environment, but I should keep my cool. I missed it. And immediately I apologized to him for 1 month until he was so embarrassed to call me and say, oh, counselor, it's okay. It's okay. So the fact that your husband jokes with you as a wife doesn't give you clearance to joke back to him. Mind what you are using for joke. Mind it. Mind it. There are things you can say to your husband alone, but you cannot repeat it when you are not alone with him. Don't behave like Abigail, who, when he met David, insulted Nabal. King, reign forever. King, forever you are God. You are the Lord of the land. I salute you, my king. Atiko koso. Obi nti sewo. Ohini kuntunku. Ohini kankonko. Ohini kako. Ohini konkonte. Obi eni wo a tuntumbe. 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 Dasebre. Dasebre. Onu su tia kote ba. Oka dasebre wi a mesre wo mi kru jimi fo. Fa ne boni che do mi kru me wari di nyame nko a. O wi anka me ho atom yo wa jimi. Anytime you are able to belittle your husband in the presence of an authority, you are no more a wife but a woman. So Abigail became a woman, and immediately God allowed the husband to die so he could marry David. What was the life of Abigail under the authority of David? Was he enjoyable or endurable? Who person Jawukuna, men dina tem, men good anima sick, men manin dane kwa shua and sana we jar. So I'm saying that you can become a woman when we are passing jokes. Be careful, because your master is always your master. Your servant will always be your servant. Once a boy, always a boy. You will never go above your husband. When Jezebel went to steal the authority of the husband and came to use it to scare the prophet, she died and animals ate her because she became the ruler and the husband was the husband. When you leave from being a wife and becomes a woman, you become a ruler and you destroy your home. Nobody can destroy your home as a wife if you maintain your position as a wife and not a woman. And I told you, washing, cleaning, having sex, taking care of your children doesn't make you a wife. So what makes you a wife? Tapukutu, mekachero, abna peace de actual kind neyango.
Okay, peace. I say, counselor, please. I brought my late cousin's daughter to live with my husband and I. I treat her like my child because I have not have my own children yet. On Mother's Day, my husband asked her if she has wished me a Mother's Day, and she says I don't have a child of my own yet. How do I live with this 15-year-old girl after telling me this, counselor? I felt very bad.
What the lady said, the small girl said, was not said well, but she spoke the truth.
Exactly.
She didn't say it the right way. Your husband, who is the husband of the house, did wrong by going to tell the small girl to wish you a happy Mother's Day. Sorry. I'm sorry. It hurts. You don't have a child of your own, and you are trying to make this one your child. No. On Mother's Day, you must teach her. Oh, yeah, kafra. And then Mother's Day, mommy think wanka. Na guess so ko to bibi channel because a nanomo da. And now mommy knew her. Na me fa the crazy. If there's a tomb, lead the child to go and put flowers on the mother's tomb. Do you know what you're teaching the child? You are inputting a person a certain imprint on her mind. The Mother's Day is meant for mothers and not foster parents. And don't be worried when he doesn't say Mother's Day to you. But you see what children are DAB acting. I don't know how old the child was before she came to you, but a 15-year-old child can say what she said, and what she said was not wrong. It is wrong for your husband to tell her to go and tell you Happy Mother's Day. Your husband, once you have created a communication between your sister's daughter and your husband, then your husband could have learned how to talk. You call her, Vivian, how are you? Today is Mother's Day. Your auntie said your mother died on 17. Yes, so uncle. So do you miss your mother? Hey, uncle, every day. Oh. So what are you going to do for your mother on this Mother's Day? Uncle, once my mother is not there, what will I do? I only prayed for her that may God give her peace of mind at where she is. That's good. So what are you doing for your auntie too? Oh, as for my auntie, she every day I pray for her. Oh. My uncle is Mother's Day, so it's not meant for aunties. But as for my auntie, she's actually, she will be the child your husband's question will evoke, and that is an opportunity to teach her. You are right. Your auntie is not your mother. But you know if it's not your auntie who brought you to Accra, like you will not finish school. So let me encourage you to learn how to say thank you to your auntie every time, not just on Mother's Day. But it's better that today you find some small space in your heart to go and say thank you to mommy for all that mommy has done for you. Boom. Boom. So my dear peace, don't be hurt. Don't be worried. Don't do anything to her. Rather, use a statement as a point of contact and petition God. When Hannah was going through the mockery of Peninnah, she never rested at Shiloh. She prayed and asked God that you will give me at least one because of Peninnah. The way Peninnah is mocking me, give me one. And when you give me the one, I will give one to you back because you gave it. Just to prove to Peninnah that means to me. The Bible says that when Hannah got the child called Samuel, dedicated the child Samuel to God, God gave her 5 more children. Peace. This is an opportunity for you to petition God. Open my womb. Correct my womb. Father, from the statement of this 15-year-old girl that I don't have a child of my own, I open myself for you to open my womb. May I have a child now. Whatever is blocking my fertility, I declare, oh Lord, intervene intervene. Look for a man of God. Look for a correct man of God like myself. And let's use the girl statement to change your story. Don't be sad and don't be depressed. Peace. You are not the only woman in marriage that doesn't have a child. You are a lot. But remember, the motivation today is if you plant it in stones, plant it in tongues, definitely it will break out for you. I am not done. When I'm done, I'll let you through a text. Thank you very much, my love. Peace. So I don't know if I've answered you. Peace. But you can come for more explanation. Get me on 0277609644 and let's talk behind the scene. Abner, Nikki, my love. Thank you, counselor. I have learned. Wow. Clap for Counselor Lutrot. Clap for Counselor Lutrot. Clap for Counselor Lutrot. Clap for Counselor Lutrot. Hey, 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 Abner, Nikki has written a story. Nikki says something. Abner, read for me. Hey, you do Abner light. Yeah, how much Abner light? Somebody is coming for counselor. Let me read this one. He says, I think the husband has good intention, but could have handled things differently. She should not take offense. Thank you very much, Nikki. Thank you so much, Nikki, from the United States of America. Thank you very much, Nikki. God bless all of you for joining. I hope today we've learned something. So the last one I taught you is that your husband can joke with you. You are your husband's joking partner. But your husband is not your joking partner. So be careful when you are using statements and your husband is drawing your attention. I don't like the way you are saying what you are saying. I don't like what you are wearing. I don't like when your husband keeps saying, I don't like. It doesn't mean he wants you to do something that he likes, but he thinks what you have done is a recipe for destroying your marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is proudly brought to you by the best of the best. Ginger honey chips, MSP 30, Tonga Tali capsules, and all my genuine supporters. MSP 30 is the best menstrual drug for all women. MSP 30. If you are going through menstrual pains at menstruation, if you are going through ovulational pain, if you have offensive smell after menstruation, if your menses is not flowing, if you are going through premenopausal syndrome, if you have any challenge as a woman when it comes to your reproductive health, you can't have a child because your eggs are weak. All you need is MSP 30. MSP 30 is produced in Ghana and it is certified by FDA, not SDA. FDA. FDA. Tonga Tali box na ebi nimno ewohe. Tonga Tali. All I'm saying is that FDA has approved it. Order for yours now. Order for yours now. Order for yours now. 0277 609 644. Na emane enum we no. Na mbema no. Dia monoma eye Tonga Tali. Na wana tiki radiation. Onya botre dia bebo ni o. Tonga Tali capsules. 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 We are mbema de. Numienu anopa enmienu enumre. Na wabe hu se Nyankopon yodo obema widiem adina pintin na ushia waka se nyame eye odo. Please. All right. We see the Benjamin said listening to you today has really calmed me and thank you. Counselor, I have learned a lot. When this When is the next section? Tomorrow morning is a daily thing that I do daily. But this evening we have a show. But this evening show is a letter that has been brought in. We have letters that we receive. You can also send your letter to me on 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. As a wife, always learn to discover yourself so you can know what can destroy your marriage. So you can know what can destroy your marriage. As a wife, okay. So you can know. So you can, okay. So you the you didn't can, so can, okay. So you can know. All right, that's the truth. Okay, thank you very much. So there's a correction going on behind the scene, and I'm trying to, the production is big. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for helping. Well, so thank you for learning with me too. Thank you so much. So it is brought to you by, you got that? It is brought to you by So You Can. Thank you very much, my dear. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So the write-up, the heading had a challenge, and my PA saw it and sent it to me. I tell you, there are people that can send me text whilst I'm live, and I can correct the things. I am very active, microphone. So when people say that we are sending message, I'm free, when you have money. And so the last bit of our show, Tonga Tali left, MSP left. What is left is called makwe ginger honey chips. Makwe ginger honey chips. If you see the one in the pouch, the Ziploc pouch, you can have it in the US, in all the 51 states. All you need to do is to call 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. You have some right now. It's in Jersey. And if you're in Ghana, it's in bottle 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. Makwe ginger honey chips. Finally, patience is a key word to productivity in life. Never act according to your emotions. Always have patience, because an angry man is a dead man walking. An angry woman is a distractive person walking. No matter what you are going through, you have started wrong, but you need help to correct. Call me on 0277 609 644. I see what you don't see. I hear what you don't hear. I know what you don't know. Call it pride, but I can brag because I have a track record of what I have done, what I am doing, and what God is using me to do. Don't die in a dying relationship. Reach me on 0277 609 644. On 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. Before you make a decision, call me first. I'm available for you. Good day. I'll see you again at 5 p.m. where we discuss our story for today. Mama, thank you. Abna Sugar Crash, thank you for your support. Girl, the story is coming right now on Facebook. Thank you all for joining me. Good day. I'll come back to you again in the evening. Abna, thank you for your support. Love you. Thank you.
I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want, 862-215-2007. 2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpatashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007.